a little over 2 weeks and counting, boys, than training camp. What's up, Fin fans? So Monday was the running backs training camp battle. Today is the tight ends training camp battle. I'm going to be talking about the tight ends. I'm going to break it down. I got some little tidbit news and notes on each of the players. Not each of them, but some of the players that are going to make a big impact. My depth chart, I have. It's a little yeah. So I'm going to get to that. I'm going to comment of the day. I'm going to give you guys an update on the live stream, whether it's Friday or Saturday. I'm still have the poll open, so I'm going to, again, towards the end, we'll talk about that stuff. But let's jump right into this, and let's talk about the Miami Dolphins tight ends. Now, when the Dolphins signed a few of their tight ends, I remember a bunch of people were like, why? Why do we have so many tight ends? Why? What? Why? Right now, we have 6 tight ends on the team. This wasn't showing you 6. This is just the hand motion I threw up because I know for a fact you guys were like, you put 3 hands up, but you said 6. I was just swinging my hand around. I'm very handsy when I talk. We have 6 tight ends on the team right now. And I remember at one point we had 5 tight ends on the team. And a lot of people were like, again, why? And it's because it's camp. You want a lot of camp bodies, especially with this type of offense we'll potentially be running. We'll probably be running some 3 tight end sets, some multiple tight end sets, some big package formations. So lots of tight ends. And if you remember last year, we had a ton of injuries at tight end. And all of a sudden we were very thin to the point where we went out and got O'Leary. So tight end you could have a good amount of tight ends. But we're going to talk about tight ends. Let's jump right into it. Let me slide over because I pop up their names. So we're going to start with Dwayne Allen. Again, this is alphabetical order because I get it off the Miami Dolphins website. So you got Dwayne Allen, 7-year vet. I like the signing. I did like the signing a lot. He had 5 years with the Colts, 2 years with the Patriots. Then we got Mike Gesicki, our 2nd-year tight end. Chris Myrick. Again, if I said it wrong, who cares? He's an undrafted rookie that we picked up. So we picked up 1 tight end. That's not too bad. Nick O'Leary was with the team last year, did really well, kind of disappeared in some games. Durham Smythe, the other half of the tight ends that we should have took in Go Dirt that I really wanted last year, but that's here nor there. And Clive Walford, who was drafted to the Oakland Raiders, played with them for a few years, was with the Jets last year, didn't do much, and now with the Miami Dolphins. So those are the tight ends we have on the team right now. I just want to throw some little news, facts, ideas out at you. Dwayne Allen. I was doing some research on Dwayne Allen. Again, 7-year vet, 5 with the Colts, 2 with the Patriots. And he wasn't bad. His best year was with the Colts. He had 8 touchdowns one year. He had 6 touchdowns another year. He's not a bad tight end. The thing that popped out at me with Dwayne Allen was this, right? So if you guys remember Monday's video, I had O'Leary as potential fullback with Chandler Cox. This is what popped out at me. In 2012, 2014, and 2016, while Dwayne Allen was with the Colts, his position was tight end / fullback. I didn't think of that, nor did I think of putting him in the fullback conversation. So again, Dwayne Allen, he's a vet. He has some good years. How many left does he have? I don't know. But don't be surprised if he plays fullback a little bit. Throw him in there in that competition. So that's another food for thought for you guys. Then you got Mike Gesicki, our 2nd-round pick last year. I wanted Go Dirt. I was happy with the Gesicki I was happy with the Gesicki pick. I looked at some of his film, and I was like, wow, this guy's great. He looks like a Jimmy Graham type. But I want to Go Dirt. If you guys go back to last year and you watch the draft, you'll see me saying I want Go Dirt really bad. And they take Gesicki. He's not bad. Again, I talk about Gesicki a lot. I think he has a huge amount of potential. He has the speed. He has the jumping ability. He has the catch radius. It's really great. The thing that Gesicki's downside is the physicality of football, is the strength of football, is the blocking, is all that stuff. He's more of a finesse guy, and I think that's why Adam Gase wanted him, is he's more of a finesse type wide receiver. He's not more of a Dwayne Allen who'll catch you some passes, or an Anthony Fasano, who will catch you some passes, but they'll also block for you. They'll also run you over. So Gesicki did put about 15 pounds on in the offseason. So I'm really hoping that O'Shea and Brian Flores can really get him to do what he needs to do. And I think that he's really understanding, okay, that my first year I went in thinking I could do it this way, I could do it with the speed, I could do this. And then he realized, oh, the NFL is going to kick my ass. So he put 15 pounds on, and yeah. And then we have Chris Mayrick, undrafted rookie. I honestly don't see him making the team. He could potentially make the practice squad, but there's some guys ahead of him that have experience, and I honestly think he was just a camp body pickup. Nick O'Leary, like I said, he did well with the team last year. He had some good games. He was very good at blocking and then rolling out and catching some passes for us. I could see him playing fullback, but then he disappeared. He disappeared for some games. Durham Smythe, again, was the other half of what should have been one tight end. Gesicki was great at catching, running routes, and jumping. Horrible at pass blocking. And Durham Smythe is slow, okay at catching, but really great at run blocking. You put them two together, you get one tight end that we should have picked. But Durham Smythe, he's a 6'6" tight end. He's got height. He's just not very athletic. So he's just more of an in-blocking tight end. See what we can get out of him. I don't know how I feel about Smythe. He had some good games last year. He had some good catches last year. I don't know how I feel about him. And then Clive Wolford. When Clive Wolford came out in the draft, I wanted the Dolphins to take him back then. The Oakland Raiders took him. And then when he became free agent, the Jets took him. I kind of wanted the Dolphins to get him again. So the fact that Clive Wolford is now on the team, I kind of like that. Kind of want to see what they could do. Now, again, I'm going to put my depth chart up. But again, this is a prediction. This is as of right now. A lot of you guys comment, well, we won't know until the pads come on. I say that every time before I give you my depth chart. I tell you guys every time this is going to change because people play differently with pads on versus playing flag football. So again, I'll reiterate, not saying this is going to happen. This is what, as of right now, I think will happen. Again, things change. People's opinions change. So, but yeah, let's break down the depth chart. Right there. I got Dwayne Allen, number one. I think with his veteran leadership and with the fact that he's been playing this game for 7 years, being the fact that he has been successful multiple times at tight end, I think he should start, and I think he should be the starter and just show the rest of the guys, look, this is what they want to run. This is the style they want to run because, again, he was with the Patriots. He was with Brian Flores, and he knows what they're doing. I got Mike Gesicki, second string, right behind him. I think with the 15 pounds he put on, and I think with Flores, and I think with the conditioning that they're putting this team through, I think he will succeed, and I think he will do better sophomore year. Normally you get a sophomore slump with a lot of football players, but I think he will have a better second year, especially with the weight that he put on and all that stuff. I got Nick O'Leary, third string. And then obviously he might play fullback. But again, I think this team's just going to have a fluidity movement to it where, some people will play different positions. Tight ends will go to fullback, vice versa. So I have Nick O'Leary. Now my fourth stringer, and I was thinking to myself, will the Dolphins hold on to 4 tight ends? And I'm like, yeah, I honestly do. For me, this was hard. I literally, if you look, because I put my notes here, and then I have comment of the day and then talk about the live stream. I have my notes here. If you look at my notes right now, I don't have a fourth stringer. But there's a fourth stringer right here. So as me recording this in my head, I'm like, who do I have as the fourth stringer? And for me, it's between Durham Smythe and Clive Wolford, because like I said, I don't think Chris Mayrick will make the team. Potential practice squad. Potential. But I think between Smythe and Clive Wolford, but I don't even think Clive Wolford is eligible for practice squad, if that's how it works. So, you're in the league for a certain amount of years, and then you can't be practice squad. All right, this is what I'm going to do. Again, this is as of right now. This could change. Things could get, people could play better, people could play worse. I'm going to put Clive Wolford here. So Clive Wolford's here. He's the fourth string, and then Durham Smythe will be on the practice squad. That's what I'm picking right now. Again, that's a hard decision for me. It was difficult. I don't know if they're going to have four, but I honestly think they're going to have four because of the fact that they're going to use multiple tight end sets, big packages, all that stuff. So, yeah, Dwayne Allen, Mike Gesicki, Nick O'Leary, Clive Wolford, Durham Smythe, practice squad, Mayrick, he ain't making the team. I'm sorry. But that is my tight ends. That's the camp battle. I honestly think Dwayne Allen's going to win this one with Gesicki being behind him. I think he just has the experience, and I think he just has the productivity to take this tight end job. That's the reason they signed him. I think that's the reason he came to Miami is, he knows on Miami, the stigma is they're not going anywhere, so why would he come here? Because he knows he's going to start. So that's how I feel about that between Gesicki and all the other guys. So comment below. Let me know what you guys think. What is your depth chart on tight end? What is your thought process on tight end? Do you guys think Gesicki's going to have a better second year like I do? Do you like the Dwayne Allen signing? Do you think Dwayne Allen is going to be as productive as I do? Comment below. Let me know what you think. Also, 4 tight ends? 3 tight ends? Do you think Durham Smythe is going to be that 4th tight end? Do you think Clive Wolford is going to be that 4th tight end? Comment below. Let me get to one of you guys' comment today, because when you guys comment below, you can either ask me a question to be on comment of the day. You can make a very great statement. It can be on comment of the day. Let me get to one of you guys' comments. This one comes from Kent, and he asks me, Dougley, how important do you think the running backs will be for the new Fins this year? Great question. It was obviously for my last video with the running back camp battles. He's asking me, how important do I think the running backs are going to be this year? How important is it going to be? I'm assuming you're asking in the grand scheme of things and the scheme that the Dolphins will be running with Chad O'Shea. I think the running backs are going to be incredibly important. If they wouldn't be instilling a fullback onto the team, if running backs and the running game wasn't going to be so important, they wouldn't have brought on 6 tight ends if the running game wasn't going to be so important. I honestly think, and I said this in Monday's video, they're going to go back to that hard-nosed style football where they're going to run the ball down your throat. It helps us when it comes to the Miami Heat. It helps us when it comes to playing in blizzards. It helps us when it comes to playing in rainy games. If you're able to run the ball, and if you're able to effectively run the ball and get 8 yards a carry, 6 yards a carry, it helps to constantly move that ball and to constantly keep the defense on their toes. You start bringing safeties up, you start crowding the line of scrimmage, you start bringing people closer, and then all of a sudden, they're going to run it down our throats. We can't stop it. We have to bring people into the box, bring the safety down. Like I said, bring people closer, crowd the line of scrimmage. We have to stop the run, and that's when you have Grant, Wilson, Stills, and all these speedy receivers. Go deep, over the top, because all of a sudden you got these guys playing close, and then they go around. But the thing with that is these receivers need to get off of the press. They need to get off of their blocks. So I honestly think that running back and the running game is going to be incredibly important. You don't win unless you run the ball. If you notice that with Adam Gase, his win-to-loss percentage when they ran and got over 100 yards rushing was astronomically different. I think he had 3 losses when he had over 100 yards rushing as a team. Because running the ball is incredibly, incredibly, incredibly important. And with the type of team we have right now, and with the type of running backs we have, I think that it's going to be very productive. Don't be surprised. It all depends on that offensive line, though. It all depends on the offensive line. I've said this in multiple videos, quarterback videos, running back videos. I'm going to say it again. Yes, the offensive line can take some blame, but it's a two-way street, two-way relationship, right? With the quarterback, if the quarterback holds the ball too long, stares down his receivers too long, doesn't have that internal clock to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. I got no one. I got to do something. Versus, wait, where is he? And then all of a sudden you get sacked. Or, 1, 2, 3, step up, maybe step back, step to the right, step to the left, feel the pressure coming around you, or, all that stuff. And also with the running backs, your job is to hit B gap. Your job is to hit the A gap. Your job is to, go to the outside, you run. If you're not hitting the right gaps and you're bouncing into the back of your offensive lineman because you didn't hit the right gap and he wasn't expecting you to be coming this way, it's on you. But then it's also on the offensive line, like I said. You got to give the guy at least 3 seconds at quarterback, minimum of 3 seconds at quarterback. And when it comes to running back, especially if we got pitch plays, if we got swing plays, and you got guards that need to pull out, and they trip over themselves or they're not fast enough to pull around and stuff like that, makes a world of a difference. So I went off a little bit off on the subject, but when it comes to the importance of the running back, it's incredibly important, but the offensive line needs to execute. But like I said, on the flip, these quarterbacks and running backs also need to execute. The team as a whole needs to execute, and I honestly think this team as a whole will execute. So thank you so much, Ken, for the question. Again, comment below. You could put comment of the day if you want it to specifically be for comment of the day, or you could just comment below and I'll be sure to answer it. I try to, again, if I give you guys the heart, I read it and I appreciate it. And I always try to answer and comment to all your guys' comments. I love interacting with you guys. But real quick, live stream. It's either going to be Friday or Saturday. So far, you guys have it being Saturday. Now, if you wonder where can I go to, vote on this poll, I'll show you here. It's this little community section. If I'm circling it right here, or I'll circle it where it is. You go to the YouTube homepage, my homepage, youtube.com/DouglieDoWrong, and it'll say community. Click on that, and then you can see all the stuff I post if you're not following me on Twitter and stuff, and then you can vote. So far, Saturday's taking the lead. I'll let you guys know by tomorrow what day it is, but so far, Saturday is going to be the day, which means Friday you'll get a video, and then Saturday I go live, because, either I go live Friday, or you go live Saturday and you get a video Friday. Something's happening Friday regardless. So, but be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm working on the Discord. It's going to be up very soon. Again, I'll probably announce it on the live stream, so it should be fun. Either Friday or Saturday, but again, lean towards Saturday. How do you guys want Saturday? Go and vote. Also, be sure to check out the Bit Boys. We're playing some great games there. Be sure to let us know if there's some games you want us to play. Again, if you're not into that gaming thing, and if you're not into the video game aspect of YouTube and watching us play video games and interacting and stuff like that, don't feel like you need to go over and subscribe just to appease me. That's all right. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Like I said, it is the 3rd, which means we got next week, the week after, then the 21st, that Sunday, the rookies are going to be at camp. Then training camp, guys. And then literally a month and 5 days. Sound like I'm farting in my mouth. 5 days. We got the first preseason game, and I'm going to live stream it. So you guys can hang out. Again, I'm not showing the game, but you're going to hang out with me to live streams. Give this video a thumbs up. Be sure also to check out DolphinsTalk.com. Like I tell you guys all the time, there's some great content over there, Dolphin stuff. If you guys are in the mood to listen to podcasts, they have stuff over there, stuff to read, all that stuff. And if you're watching this video and you're on Dolphins Talk and you haven't hit that little red subscribe button yet, hit it if you like what you see. Don't feel like you need to. I totally understand if you're like, this guy sucks, I'm not subscribing. People have their preference. But if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell. Because apparently if you hit the bell and I go live, you get a little notification. Or when I put a video up, you get a notification. So also hit the bell. But other than that, I will see you Friday. Most definitely Friday, either live streaming or video. But I'm thinking it's Saturday. Again, go vote. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Again, in the community section or on Twitter. Both, actually. I'll let you know what day I pick. But I'm leaning towards Saturday because a lot of you guys want Saturday. So go vote. And other than that, I'll see you guys Friday. Most definitely with a video regardless. Like usual, stay classy. And Fits up.